All right, hello. Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Sixth Day. Um, Came out in 2000, this film. You can watch it right now on YouTube. So, spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking about the film. But if you want to watch it first, you'll see the channel that I'm watching it through on YouTube. This film is absolutely plum chock loaded full of 9/11 and Hoover Dam references. Okay, I think. Okay, it's not a bad film to watch either, so I would recommend watching the film first before you watch this, but most of you have probably seen the film already. Okay, so we've got The Sixth Day, The Creation of Man, and Bible reference. Okay, so we're starting off right here. We need to get off of, what do I need to do here? Back. Let's get off of this, and let's start straight in with, let's start straight in with the release date, okay? 17th of November in the United States. Okay. Super duper interesting, and here's the 124 running time. And remember, the 124, Christmas Eve abbreviation, and the beginning and the end, okay, that we've just seen with the Olympic Games, with the 124 years. And again, we're going from the number 1, which is the beginning, to the end, 24, the alpha and the omega that we just saw as well with the what am I trying to say, with Janus, okay, or Janus, or however you want to say that, okay. So that God of the beginning and the end. Now, I don't really want to. I'm not going to go through all the birthdays. There are definitely some very interesting birthdays in here, but let's just skip the birthdays because we've got so many little scenes just to go through. Anyway, I'm going to start in with the spoilers. Okay, so this film has basically Arnie gets cloned. Okay, and it starts out on his birthday, and and during that day he's actually going to end up getting cloned. Okay, so this is important with respect to the idea of the legal system, you know, and the idea of going into a false system and building a false ego as well. Okay, because that clone, that false you, is that kind of clone of you, that's the one that needs to be sacrificed in order to come back to balance. Okay, but it is interesting because the way they word some of the stuff through the film, you do get this sense and idea that they are referencing back to the legal system quite a bit, with the idea of the birth certificate being created, which is your clone. Okay, and of course there are some scenes in there as well where you will see the anti-cloning protesters, and there's some signs in there that remind me of the Cologne FC shown up on the dam, and obviously Cologne is, if you would say it the English way, Cologne, okay, the clone, okay, and of course it has the, I'm jumping back to stuff that people, unless you've seen previous videos, you won't know what I'm talking about, but that image of Cologne FC has the Twin Towers on it as well, yeah, which is the clone again, okay. Anyway, let's just go straight into the, I didn't really want to get sidetracked straight off the bat, but let's go straight into the film. And I'm going to just pick bits from all over the place in the film. We'll just go through these tabs and we'll run through each individual scene, and that'll be the video. Okay, so this is not really in chronological order here as we go through the film, because I've got all this stuff, it's kind of messed up. But this is kind of this is the scene where Arnie's going to go over the dam. This is, one of the most important scenes, right? And so the build up to this scene, though, they have several other references to going through the gates or going through the water and being rebirthed right by a hospital, through a sort of drainage river ditch thing that's all concrete. I mean, there's a ton of references just up to this point before we even get to the actual the dam jump scene. Okay, so I'm just trying to set I'm just saying, there's a lot more to this than just this one scene. Okay. Anyway, he comes down through. He's just been run off the road by the baddies, and he's coming down through those trees there. Reminded me kind of like Doc Hollywood, actually, coming through the trees and then through a fence, just like Doc Hollywood. And anyway, the car goes off, okay, and the car's going off into over the cliff and into the water below. Okay, now you just probably saw just a section of that there with the let me make this bigger. I keep forgetting to do that. And thank you, Journeyman, for reminding me to do that. But that way you can see this a bit better. So you probably just saw the edge of an overflow type dam just in the corner of the screen there. The baddies are following him, and I really need to skip forward a little bit. So we see the car splash down into the river below by the rocks there, and basically Arnie has held on to the fence, jumped out of the car and held on to the fence. But in the background you can see the kind of, right here, you can see the water flowing over a spillway here, okay? So we're right next to some kind of a dam, right? Anyway, they're going to see Arnie's down there and try to shoot at him. Let's see if I can go one more. There's Arnie holding on to the fence. They're up here somewhere, and the water is flowing over the dam here, down the spillway, okay? Arnie's going to have to jump, okay? They're going to try to shoot at him. We'll get to that point. Here we go. I really want to show you actually him jumping. Probably go a little bit more. And here we go. And Arnie jumps, right? And we have the dam jump scene here. Okay, I don't know what dam this is. We could probably look it up and find out where that is. But there he goes, and he makes the jump, the leap. Okay, over the Hoover Dam. That's not the Hoover Dam, but that's what we're likening it to. Okay, so that is the main dam jump scene. Okay, get out of that. So that's really what I really wanted to show you. That a lot of these, there's a lot of, you wouldn't believe the amount of dam jump stuff or stuff that's similar to a dam jump that's in film. And I think if something does happen at the Hoover Dam, it'll end up being, people end up saying, "Oh my goodness, look, it's in everything." This idea of the dam, a bit like 9/11, which is in everything as well. So we've got a scene here where I'm jumping on now. We're at this is his business, or who he works for, and the thing is called Double X Charter, Double Cross Charter. Okay, you can see the little symbolism there, which is extremely interesting. With like the chart of Lorraine, the Double Cross Charter, the chart of Lorraine. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my goodness, how can that even, Double Cross Charter? And in my stuff we use, let me go to it. This is this chart that I made years and years ago now, the Double Cross of Lorraine. This chart, the Double Cross chart, and the reason why I called it the Double Cross is because of the symbolism that's in the center of this thing. Okay. The Cross of Lorraine is just a double cross that exists in reality as well. That's why I chose that name. I was just trying to think, well, what can I call it? Here we go. The Double Cross Charter. Okay, that's the crazy sort of synchronicities. It's just mental. Anyway, right here, let's play this little bit so you can listen to what she says. The dog has just died. Okay, that's again another one of these references. We've got to have a dog in there, representing the Pluto element, representing God. And so here we go. Now remember, what happens on 9/11 is we essentially have We essentially come out of, we're born into the world, but the Matrix. This is what I reckon. I reckon that ritual was all about being born into, physically being born, but going in straight into the dam, straight into the Matrix. Yeah. Immediately a clone is made of you, the birth certificate, and now you're stuck in the Matrix. Okay. And so this is interesting. Let's listen to this.
Oh, Adam.
Oh, Adam.
I just talked.
Oh, yeah. His name is Adam. Yeah, we'll get back onto that in just a second. I've got another couple of things to say.
To the vet, and they
Oh no, probably shouldn't have done that.
They had to put Oliver to sleep.
Oliver to sleep. Okay, that's the dog's name.
What? He wasn't even that sick.
Oh, I know, but
he wasn't even that sick.
Apparently, he had some kind of, I don't know, highly infectious canine virus or something.
Highly infectious canine virus. The canine virus, okay? K9, 11, 9. Canine virus is what we all came down with when the Twin Towers came down, and that's the virus, which is the Matrix. Yeah, that's the virus on humanity, the virus on nature. That's what happened. That event is the ritual that indicates the beginning of the Matrix, if you like. But anyway, I just thought I'd show that part. We've got another reference to, again, his name's Adam. Adam, okay? Happy birthday, Adam. It's birthday on this day, okay? Now notice, so it's the birthday of Adam, okay? Notice his schedule for the day. This is his business up here in the mirror. It's projected in for him in the mirror as well. Very nice. 9 o'clock he's got a snowboard group, and then 11 o'clock he's got another snowboard group with Michael Drucker, who is the main bad guy in this, okay? The VIP, okay? We're going to go and we're going to listen to something here in just a second about Michael Drucker, because I don't, I think the reason why I'm getting this subliminal message of Michael Drucker being a representation, like Drucker being a representation of Trump, is I'm going to show you the clip in just a second. And it's maybe because I've seen the film before and I hadn't noticed this little bit before that I'm just about to show you. But anyway, it's his birthday, okay? We've got the mirror symbolism. 88 Finesse Temporis would just have a field day with this film. I mean, it's just crazy. Even just the glasses that they use to zap the mind, to get all to read the mind. The symbolism just on that stuff alone is just crazy. We'll actually have a picture of that in just a second. So I just wanted to show you this spot here because of the 9/11 in it, the happy birthday, Adam. And so we've already 9/11 references all the way through this film, okay? During the film as well, we have a sequence with the running down the valley. We have the trench run in this thing. I mean, I'm not going to show a whole bunch of that. This is the scene where we're back at the office here, at the charter office, and they are going to read his memories, take a copy of his memories here, and also his genetics so that they can clone him later. Okay, so let's watch what this guy says. I want you to pay attention to what the word he uses instead of Mr. Drucker. This guy's talking, this is the guy working for Mr. Drucker. Instead of saying Mr. Drucker, I want you to listen carefully at what he actually says, okay?
Security people, assistants, basically anyone who comes in contact with Mr. Drucker.
Okay? I hope you caught that. It's right at the end of there. you could probably rewind your video and listen to that, but maybe just even go to the film. It's at 13 minutes and 35 seconds ish, maybe just a tad before that, and you can listen to what he says. It sounds more like drunk, and I think it's a reference to Trump. Okay, he doesn't say Mr. Drucker at that point. For whatever reason, he doesn't say Mr. Drucker. Okay, at least that's not what I'm hearing on my version of it here. Oh, and by the way, it's on Epic Action, the channel, where you can see this right now. Here's the glasses again with the symbolism of the cross with the circle around it that we saw in that final ring at the Olympics going up. The thing where Jesus' head sits here, the sun. Okay, and boy, we can go through some of this. The chin rest looks an awful lot like a very squared off. Might call it kind of like a bit of a dam. Again, I know that's reaching a bit there, but and we've got the 10 on each side of this, the 10-10. So we've got a lot of interesting references that we can look at with this the mind reader device here. That was another scene. What scene have we got here? Oh, let me show you this. I feel like I'm missing a scene in here. We'll try and find it in just a second. This gal here is one of the baddies. Okay, she's just been cloned. She got shot. She's just been recloned, so she's back alive again. I just want to show you this scene, because this happens 2 or 3 times during the film. Is a reference to the ear. Okay,
Threats.
so we're going to watch this.
Of course, we'd never actually do.
Okay, if we can get to it. Hang on. She's going to take this earring off of here.
Try to have a good night. You do your hair. I'll take Wiley and Vincent
Okay.
along.
Gotta pierce
Damn it. I've got to pierce
my damn ears again.
my damn ears again. Okay. And so we have her. Oh, yes. Nice little Trump reference there. Okay. To the ear, because I wonder if I've got it. The problem is, if I try to run through it again now, I know what's going to happen. Let me show you this other reference to the ear, okay? And then maybe I'll just talk about the other reference to the ear at the start of the film as well. So we're right at the end of the film now. The bad guy Drucker has cloned himself because he's just about to die. Okay, and what we'll see with the clone is we'll see he's got part of his ear missing here, pretty much most of it. Okay, and he looks pretty rough, doesn't he? Because he's come out of the cloning process too early, right? Let's just see what happens. Look. He puts him in the mirror. So it's the other ear that's missing, but when he puts him in the mirror, we have the right side for Trump here, okay, with the mirror symbolism, okay, and you'll see that his, well, you can't really see very well, but his ear is missing, okay. I could probably go back 5 seconds or something. Well, you can kind of see the ear is missing there.
Perfect.
So we've got the ear of the business guy gone. I mean, you just can't write this stuff, I'm telling you. It's just absolutely mental. Or the lead up to this part here, we've had several other images of the cloning tank being destroyed, which is, again, full of water and clones inside there, like how that would be inside the big tank of Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam. That's where the clone exists, essentially, metaphorically speaking, within the legal system, okay? And that's the thing that's going to get blown open, and this is what happens during, on the run-up to this scene here. The cloning tanks, the water goes gushing out, the clones are released, but they're all dead anyway, because that's what a clone is. It's a dead entity. It's not living. Okay. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I can go back to the start here, and it might mess up. We might have to we might have to sit through an advert here. Right at the start, they have a reference, obviously, to Rebirth. They have this guy called Johnny Phoenix, that is a football player. So we have the Vesica Pisces again with the football reference and all the football references that we've had. You know, American football we're talking about. And he actually dies. Well, gets his neck broken and subsequently dies at the start of the film, and they clone him. I just wanted to note the 59 that is here, right at the start of this scene, and he's wearing the number 12 as well, because from actually yesterday's date, which I don't know if anything, I haven't really looked at the news to see what happened for yesterday, but from the 14th through to the 4th of September is 21 days. Okay, this is important. And then obviously we're getting to the 12 o'clock out, the midnight hour at that point, which then takes us into 5/9, the 5th of September. Okay, so I just thought it was interesting this was here. So the snap, and then they snap his neck, and there's a 5/8 there. And remember, when we're looking at these numbers now, we can see, like with 5/8 and 4/8, those are both references, again, back to September the 9th and September the 9th. Why do I keep saying that? September the 4th and September the 5th, okay? Because we can do, as Sandra said, we can just count the days and months from the start of the year that have gone by, that we've already sort of done, which to get to September is 8 months, and then we count the days as well. So we've got 8 months and 4 days, okay, or 8 months and 5 days. So the 85 and 48 become quite interesting in relationship to tying back with the dates of 4/9 and 5/9 now, okay. But anyway, during this scene, he dies. We don't need to go through every last. There's a ton of numbers everywhere, okay. He's pretty much had it. They put him in an ambulance, and on the way in the ambulance,
And we have a lifetime.
Damn it. Watch this, right? Just before this guy dies, because he's still on life support at this point, okay? He's a broken neck. He's done playing football. And watch what the baddie guy does to this guy's ear.
Okay, I want you to terminate this con.
You just can't write it. I mean, why put that in the film, you know? He's touching his ear with the almost like Secret Service-y type earpiece, you know.
Sorry, John.
Very interesting. There's probably a lot more that we could probably dig out of here. But anyway, he's going to turn life support off.
You're gonna have to take one for the team.
Take one for the team is what he says. Okay? And off it all goes. And no doubt there's probably some points in here that might say something that might have some interesting numbers as well. Anyway, you know, notice the hair color, the black with the blonde. Okay, again, that's eclipse references with the black underneath, with the corona around. So it's just absolutely to the brim, this film. I'm telling you. I'm going to leave it there. Again, if you want to watch it, it's on Epic Action right now. I don't know how long it'll be up. I don't know if that's kind of a legit channel or not, or whether they're just chucking stuff up and then it's getting took down. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. It's not a bad film to watch either. It's not a terrible film at all. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on another one soon. Cheers. All right, bye.